and I've been in the industry now for over 15 years. My wife and I started an architecture interior design firm back in 2005. And early on, we were always passionate about green technologies, green energy, and it was really the beginning of the movement, right? It was really, really expensive back then, and there were no credit lines, there were no banks, there was nothing that was really being afforded to the customer or the homeowner. So it was a big challenge at the beginning for us, but it was something we were real passionate about. Prior to Powur, I was running the show pretty much myself, from the sale aspect to the design aspect to the permitting to the install, and it was just a headache. You know, when Powur came along, the model was just so perfect that it fit like a glove, because I could focus on what I do best, which is sell and recruit and build a team, and Powur can handle all the operations and the headaches that were basically something that was hindering me from my growth. Partner up with Powur was the best thing I could possibly do.
Other companies that I worked for had a terrible culture. I used to spend hours on the road driving from appointment to appointment for leads that just weren't that good. There wasn't a lot of flexibility in what we had to offer the homeowners either. So I felt like I was selling something that wasn't the best out there. I was exhausted. I was overworked. Money was tight, and there was time where I didn't know how I was going to pay the groceries. I had no time for my kids. If I was going to pay the bills, I had to choose between work and my family. And then I heard about Powur. My friend Jonathan Brunasso, who I had worked with in several of my past solar companies, told me about Powur and how I can generate my own leads and offer customers so much more than the other companies and make more money. And I was skeptical. How could it be such a win-win? On my very first deal, I made just as much as I would have made on 8 deals in my other company, and I was blown away. It's going so well so far with Powur. It was really the best decision I've ever made.
Back in 2016, Powur reached out to me through Facebook, and I met with Bobby Smith at that time in a meeting where he was explaining the vision and the mission of Powur, and right early on I connected with it immediately. So I always kid around when people ask me, you know, what were my hesitations or what were my cons when I heard about Powur, and truthfully and honestly, there were none. Very few times in our lives will we have the opportunity to be part of such an amazing company that's being compared to the Airbnb, the Uber, the Facebooks, and that you can have stock options, that you can have ownership, you can literally sell solar anywhere in the world as long as you have internet connection. That's true freedom. There's by far no better company to be part of. If you're a solar pro, Powur is the company you want to be with.
I was blown away by how easy it is to enter a lead, and there's so much control that we have for customizing proposals for a homeowner. You can choose the type of equipment you want to offer them. You can choose the type of financing from so many options. And if you know they're getting a roof or an electrical panel, you can put that in right away. And I feel like it's just such a win-win for them and for us at the same time, and really allows us to shine against competitors.
So since joining Powur, all I can say is that I have the best of both worlds. I can truly focus on what I do best, which is sell, and at the same time, the cost of goods sold model that Powur gives us now has allowed me to triple my income. It allows me to build teams. It allows me to literally have multiple streams of income where you can actually be a tier 3 seller and also generate an income on that. On top of that, we have the ambassador program, which allows people to just basically refer anybody they know to the platform, and allows them to basically generate $1,000 as a referral fee. All these are organic ways for us as solar pros to generate leads.
Once that light bulb went off, I realized, wow, Powur is something special. I could actually work from home. I don't have to be driving around like I was before. And if I could just sell 1 lead a month, I could at least pay the bills. But in the first 3 months, I bumped that up from working 1 to 3 days a week. And in my first year, I achieved a 6-figure income. Now I'm a top seller on the Powur platform. I work with dozens of individuals and also real estate agents on how to be successful on the platform and how to help homeowners find freedom through saving on their electric bill. And it truly is just a win-win for everyone.
I'm completely confident about the vision and the mission of Powur. The operation team, the management team, the leaders, everybody that has come on board is together with that mission to make Powur #1 one in the world. And I really believe that that's where we're headed.
My quality of life now is better than it's ever been. I'm able to be a kick-ass career woman and also spend time with my family. I really feel like I'm living the dream life, and I'm so thankful for what Powur has brought to the table. I can't wait to see what we do next. My name is Cynthia Alvidrez, and I'm living a powered life.
My name is Luigi, and I'm living a powered life.